Welcome to Bright Horizons with
Deb and
Jim and Krupa, our special guest
We have a
today.
special guest. Thank you for joining us.
Oh, we're so
Krupa.
excited you're here with
We're
us.
very
Thank you for having me.
excited.
I'm so grateful and
I've
honored.
known Krupa most of her life, so we're so excited when you said you would be our guest today.
Yes, you have, Jim. A long time.
Oh
Because the
my.
topic is mind, body, and health, and
Mind,
Krupa
body, and
helps
health.
us with all three aspects of our lives. And I want to, and her company is called Roots and Remedies, and I want to show you this beautiful logo. Look at the
That's
tree.
so much
Explain that, Krupa, the logo.
Well, I feel that this logo represents me pretty accurately because I am Miss Roots and Remedies, and the roots are really basically in conjunction with the seven chakras. I think you guys
Right.
have heard of chakras
Yes.
before. I practice Ayurvedic medicine. So Ayurveda is from India. It is the science of life. So the seven chakras are alongside the spinal cord, and each one of those chakras are representative and to an organ within our body. And so basically keeping ourselves in alignment is absolutely important, and that's what Roots and Remedies is about, to keep everybody in alignment and keep
Yes.
everybody in balance.
We're going to
So-
go into depth in that in a short while, but I just wanted to welcome everyone and say happy birthday to
Happy
Greg.
birthday to my wonderful husband.
Happy
Mwah,
birthday.
honey.
I,
Happy birthday.
I love that post you posted last night of all the
Aw,
photographs.
Thank you.
It-
Yes.
It, was so wonderful, but I do
As
have to
time
say,
goes on.
I hope I can bring one of them up because I
Aw.
thought it was cute. This one of the two of you
Aw.
with the sunglasses. It looks like they're in the witness protection program.
That's a great
You
picture.
know, thank you. You know, that picture was actually taken going back in 2002.
Was it?
Wow.
In fact, unfortunately, it was at my father's service when he
Oh,
passed away.
okay.
So
That's why you had the
yeah,
sunglasses
but that's
on.
why this. Yeah, exactly. We were just a mess.
But it's a beautiful, beautiful
well, thank
photo of
you,
the
Jim.
two of you.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. I can hardly wait to celebrate with you later, honey. We're going to a beautiful dinner. I'll see you later.
And
Mwah.
I wanted to welcome Nancy Goldman. I spoke with her on the telephone the other day.
Good,
And
good.
she asked for everyone, and she sends
Nancy,
her
we
regards.
love you. Know
Yes.
that. Also, there's an anniversary in the house. Bill Conda and
Bill.
his wonderful wife Barbara. Happy
Happy anniversary.
Happy 45 years. A beautiful marriage.
Oh,
God
what
bless.
a blessing. And I do want to
Enjoy
also
the day. both of
recognize
you.
my cousin Frances. She's been having some health challenges, and she actually left the house the other day and went to the beach for a ride with her husband and her son and Cindy. So we're so happy you're on the mend, and we look forward to seeing you soon. So now let's get back to Krupa.
Hi.
Krupa
Krupa-
is amazing. I can
Oh.
hardly wait to see what she's going to say, to hear what she's got to say.
Well,
This
I-
is so awesome.
I think it's exciting because Krupa's an international woman. You were born, tell us about your life. You were born in India.
Yes, I was born in India, 1970. So I have no problem saying that. 51 years old.
That's because you're still beautiful and young.
Aw.
Aw.
Every time
We are. You
we
really
talk
are.
about how, thank you. So are you. You're gorgeous.
Oh, God. Oh, no.
They're really.
Thank you. When you said 50, I said no. But age is just a number.
Age is
But-
They
just a
probably still
number.
card you when you go into
They
a
do.
club.
I do. And actually, when I was much younger, I'll tell you a little bit about my life in a moment, but when I was much younger, and I remember when I was over 21 and they would ask me, and I'm like,
Identification.
oh gosh. But now, it's a blessing.
It is.
Yes.
It's a blessing.
Nice.
I'm like, sure, go ahead and card me.
Would you like to see
Please.
any other identification?
Please card me. And my daughter, Yasmin, who's almost
Oh.
20, she's
Oh, I love
she's
that name.
thank
Yasmin
you.
is beautiful.
Like a flower, she really
Love
is.
it.
She looks very young as well.
Yes.
And so she's like, Mom, they sometimes think I'm 12. And I'm like, but it will later on
Yes.
be wonderful. It's in the genes.
So-
But yeah, I originally, I'm from India originally. I was
Right.
born there. And at 5 months old, mom brought me on a plane to England where my dad was, was stationed. Well, he was there, preparing for our arrival. And we lived there until I was about 8. I was 8 years
Oh,
old.
okay.
And then our family migrated to the United States.
Palm Beach Gardens.
Palm Beach Gardens,
Yeah,
Florida.
Palm Beach Gardens.
Well, I bet when you were 5 months on that plane, you must have set a record for the youngest child
Probably.
on an international trip.
Yeah, I didn't know it then, but now I do.
So then you have dual U.S. and British
Yes,
citizenship.
U.S. and British citizenship.
Fantastic.
Dual
She's
citizenship.
amazing.
Yes.
Yeah, I love to travel so much, and I think it's so important to travel. I mean, I know with COVID, It's been challenging for a lot of people to go overseas, of course, but I think it's so important to be able to travel and see different cultures,
It is.
learn about different countries. I mean, we're the United States, which we are a melting pot of
Right.
representation of the world.
Right.
Absolutely.
But I do think it's really important to be able to travel when necessary to really get a grasp of other people's lives and how they really live.
And we learn so much from other cultures. That's the beauty
Yes,
of it.
that we
Especially
do.
with the Ayurveda.
Yes.
I mean, this is 5,000 years India, right? It was
Yes.
established in India?
So the type of holistic and herbal medicine that I practice is called Ayurveda. And Ayurveda is a 5,000-year-old practice that originated in India, and it uses foods from the earth for medicine. Yoga is a part of that same philosophy. You know, Ayurveda is a big tree, like a tree of like roots and remedies, many different branches of
Big
medicine.
tree. There we go.
Yoga being a part of it, and then there's the objective really is to achieve balance,
Yes.
mind, body, and soul. So when we are in alignment, when we are in balance, we can cope with our life circumstances much better.
Right.
I
And then-
love that. I need that. So
I think I'm
self-pleasure. You have no idea.
Well, yes,
Align
I
me,
do.
align me.
I will that. Don't worry. But I think it's so important for all of us to be aligned because, especially with the
Oh, that's
pandemic,
so
you know,
wonderful.
Yeah.
very
Yes.
difficult to be coping with a lot of different things that we were not expecting.
Absolutely.
So being grounded and balanced is important, and that's what I do. That's what Roots and Remedies does. You can, definitely reach out to have a consultation with
You
me.
must.
It's called,
go
it's
on.
rootsandremedies.net. But the website, I just love your homepage. It's got
you.
so much, a wealth of
Please go
information.
on.
Thank
Oh my
you.
gosh,
And at the
Cooper's
bottom,
website.
you even have meditation music. I love that.
Yes,
So you
so-
can have meditation music while you're scrolling through the
Yes, you can
website.
choose your
Please
meditation
Get
music.
on Krupa's website. Don't forget.
Yeah, rootsandremedies.net. I've owned Roots and Remedies for over a decade. It originated in the beautiful, quaint town of Clarksville, Georgia, which is nestled in the foothills of the Appalachian Mountains.
Beautiful part of the
Oh,
country.
wow.
Beautiful part of the country. I have such loyal customers, clients, followers from there that I still take care of.
Yes.
And I miss, of course. But, I'm here now in South Florida to be closer to my family as they're
Right.
getting older, and I really want to be closer to my
Of
mom
course.
and dad and my
course.
and my brother and his family and relatives and,
And
such.
I've known her parents for so many years. They're wonderful people.
Yeah.
We love Bibi and Ash. They're just wonderful people.
Thank you. They are amazing.
Yes.
I'm grateful to
Loving parents.
Even though I don't know you, Bibi and Ash,
Yes.
hi.
Loving
forward to meeting
parents
you.
and just they love everybody. It's just
They
beautiful.
really do. I mean, you know what? I have to give them some credit
Yes.
for this because, I was exposed to Ayurvedic medicine growing up in my mom and dad's household,
Right.
of course. And for example, we hear about turmeric
Right.
a lot. Now,
Turmeric.
I've known turmeric since I can remember because we actually cook with turmeric. In a traditional Indian household, there's a spice tin, and there's about, I got to kind of count in my head. I would say it average between 7 to 9 different spices
Okay.
in a spice tin that we use for culinary purposes. But each one of those spices have medicinal benefits to it,
Amazing.
which now you can find now in capsule forms, and we have those at Roots and Remedies as well. They are vegetarian, and I pride myself in what we suggest in terms of medicinal herbs in capsule forms because, and that's another topic for another day, but, finding the correct quality is really important.
Yes.
And as you know, I did a radio show for so long, demystifying some of the information to help people recognize what's
Because it's
good.
overwhelming
nice.
to people. So
Yeah.
It's
and
overwhelming.
Krupa, the way she presents it, it's just so wonderful because you can understand that now when you describe
thanks.
everything.
I try. I mean, there's a plethora of information, to
Yes.
be very honest with you, to share on an everyday basis. Like, you know
Right.
me. I mean,
Right.
I love to share my information.
That's
I'm very
great.
passionate about what I do.
Because I have a
It
list
comes
of
across
I have a
beautifully,
list
Thank you.
of herbs that I wanted to review with Krupa in
Oh my
in a
gosh.
minute. But just like the turmeric, what are the benefits of turmeric?
Oh my gosh. There's first of all, let me say this, that all of these herbs have multiple medicinal benefits.
Right.
And all of them do. But if you take the right combination in the right amounts, then they target a specific ailment. So, turmeric is an antibacterial, antifungal, definitely anti-inflammatory.
Okay.
It does wonders for so many different ailments.
So it's really a necessity for for our diet.
I think so
Yeah.
too. I definitely do. I mean, it's pungent for sure. The color is very vibrant.
Right.
So when you're cooking, you don't want it to overpower
Right.
the other
Flavors.
the other flavors, and it can die very
Yes.
easily. Like in the sense of the color is pretty.
So anyone with
distinct.
bad knees, such as my husband, myself, it would be fabulous.
Oh, absolutely. It's definitely something I would absolutely
A
recommend.
lot of arthritis.
But
it
I
helps.
do want to just point out really quickly, just because you brought that up. Yes, it is wonderful for arthritis and pain, inflammation, but all these herbs are medicine.
Right.
And so I think people need to be fully aware that you don't want to just kind of grab.
No, you want a practitioner like Krupa who can advise what amounts to consume.
Correct.
And in what combinations.
Yes,
That's
and
important.
it is mainly because if you're on pharmaceutical medications, you don't want to have any types of contraindications,
Right.
Along with any other underlying issues, medical
Right,
issues.
right.
So that's why if you go onto the website, we actually have under the consultation page, I believe, we have an intake form,
Yes.
which I do recommend people filling out simply because it gives me a better idea.
Sure, you need
of-
to understand the person.
Exactly, exactly. I do have a couple employees that do work for me, but that intake form comes straight to me.
Right.
So it's 100%
Confidential.
confidential and it's protected. Yeah.
Now we
That's
all love
wonderful.
ginger, so tell us about ginger.
Oh,
Yes.
it's also ginger is also
Ginger.
anti-inflammatory too.
Okay.
Believe it or not.
Ginger tea, I love. I
Great
love ginger tea,
for
yes.
your digestive
That's it.
system.
Yes, it's true. Very true.
It is wonderful for your digestive system. And I don't know, you probably have noticed that I've been making a lot of these. I do try, because we did a Roots and Remedy show for years when I was in Georgia, and I try to continue it here for a short time when I was in South Florida when we moved here. But I love to add fresh ginger
Right.
to my smoothies. My every morning I make a concoction of an organic, fresh fruit and vegetable green drink. And
that sounds great.
Yeah, and ginger is really something that I add
And
quite
you posted
regularly.
that on Facebook.
I
saw
do,
that the
I
other
do,
day.
I do. I actually have one every single day. And it's different. I just add different ingredients, but one of the main ingredients that I add every day is ginger. And in India, we actually even pickle the ginger.
Oh,
Like
They
fermented, actually.
serve that in some restaurants.
Yeah.
Chinese.
Yeah, Chinese
restaurants.
and Indian, they
Yes,
definitely
yes.
do. But the ginger root has many different. It's also a natural antibiotic. I
Right.
mean, besides anti-inflammatory, great for the digestive system. So it's,
wonderful.
yeah.
Now we discussed lavender the other day. I happen to be allergic
I
to
know.
it.
I didn't know that. Oh.
I
Tell us
remembered.
tell us about lavender.
I love lavender. Oh my gosh, I love lavender. I love lavender. And I know
The scent is very nice. They sometimes
scent
put
is
it in.
gorgeous.
Yeah.
I've had it. I smelled it in cleaning,
Mhm.
clothes cleaning. Powder. stuff
Yeah,
like that.
lavender. They use lavender a lot. I mean, one of the things I want to bring up about this, since you brought up lavender, is, I think a lot of people are exposed to lavender through essential oils.
Right.
Now, I'm really big on, again, the usage of essential oils because as a practitioner and someone that's very knowledgeable about herbs, essential oils are great topically, in the shower to kind of diffuse.
To steam.
I have a
Yeah.
diffuser, which we
Mhm.
have the oils, and I agree 100%. It's
Yes,
fabulous.
so they help with
It's just the
relaxing.
mood, the relaxation.
Relaxation.
Yes.
Sleep. It helps you sleep. It helps you relax if you're on edge, if you have anxiety, or it's great. I do not suggest to ingest the essential oil
Right.
because essential oils are incredibly potent.
Mhm.
It's like one drop can equate to several cups
Right.
of like lavender tea, for example.
Right.
So
Amazing.
so it's really important to know how to use essential oils. But I just wanted to bring that up because I think a lot of people are familiar with lavender in that form.
Yes.
But I do like to use lavender in tea. I steep it.
I have
and
that. It's delicious.
that
It
is
is.
great.
Very, very delicious. Absolutely.
And cookies. I make lavender cookies.
Lavender
Very
cookies.
good.
Whoa.
I had no idea.
Yeah, actually you could put that in a
Lavender.
cookie.
But yes, it's great for it's relaxing. It not only
It happens
smells
to be
great.
one of my favorite colors also.
Yes.
So
That
lavender.
is Deb's
Yeah,
favorite
yeah.
color. And
I'll have to
then
remember that.
Lavender.
cinnamon. Tell us about cinnamon.
Cinnamon
Cinnamon.
is
Oh.
wonderful too. I mean, that's one of the spices that we in my family keep in our little spice tin.
Yes.
But cinnamon's great for blood pressure, cardiovascular. It actually helps with just helping you with anything that has cardiovascular.
My husband
Right.
adores cinnamon.
I
He's
pour it on my
always-
oatmeal every morning.
Do you?
Cinnamon. Yes, I love it.
you
I
were
love it
saying-
too. It smells so. Like, so Yasmin is a barista.
Uh-huh.
You know,
Oh, yes.
my daughter.
At
My daughter
Starbucks.
is a Starbucks barista, and no, she spoils me. But I say to her all the time because I love to teach classes. I've taught
Right.
classes many times as well on a tea class, I will be making another tea class update soon. By
Great.
the way.
And you'll post that on your website when you
We'll
or
post it on the
Facebook?
Facebook,
Look for it.
Instagram,
You can-
website.
You can access Roots and Remedies on Facebook and become a friend of Krupa's under that
Yep.
name, right?
Yes,
Roots and Remedies.
Roots and Remedies. You can follow Roots and Remedies on Facebook with a lot of updates. Go to the website, also Instagram, and I do Reels as well, which is I know you're probably familiar
The Reels,
with
yes.
the
Facebook,
Reels,
I've
and
seen
I'm
it.
starting IGTV as well.
What
so
is that?
It's Instagram television.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Terrific.
I'll
getting
tell you,
I'm
they're
getting
really.
So I
I'm-
can be a guest on your show sometime.
well, both of you, because now Deb's like
Right.
part of the family.
Thanks.
But no, definitely, I love
Have
cinnamon.
you started
tea.
that yet, IGTV?
Yes, I've done a few IGTVs,
So do you access that through Instagram?
Instagram.
Oh, okay.
Mhm. But see, Roots and Remedies to go
That's
back.
new, the Reels, isn't it?
The,
It's new. I was watching it the other day. I said, what is this?
It comes across on
Yeah,
Facebook
it does,
too.
right.
yeah, it does. And again, you know, I didn't grow up, and none of us grew up in the tech savvy
Right.
Oh, I know.
world that we live in now. So, you know, fortunately, I have a really great group of young people around me that
Yes.
help me with that, so I can be a little bit more savvy. And my whole purpose for all of these videos and all of these, you know, discussions is to really help people because, again, not to deviate from talking about the specific
Right.
spices, but I think it's really important for people to know, you know, what I'm about because there's so many people that have started this mission of healing, and I'm not saying that they're great or not great because more the merrier in this industry, but
Right.
what sets me apart, as we were talking before, is that not only do I have the formal education, but more importantly, I have the real life education
Yes.
from when
Which
I
is
was.
so important. And
when
you're
I was
hands-on
born.
and it shows
It's
how
a
much
part
you
of your
care.
life. That's
It's
the
a
beauty
part
of
of
it.
my life.
Yes.
Right.
You know,
And it
Ayurveda.
shows very genuine and
Yeah.
your
Thank
hands
you.
on you truly care. So when people want to reach out and feel better, please. You've got to
Roots
see.
and
I
Remedies.
mean, I can't say this enough. I'm so impressed with you. It's amazing.
Oh, thank
I'm
you.
so
I
grateful. that you're
also
here
do
with
want to
us.
mention Krupa's brother, Ash. Let's recognize him, and we welcome you
Hi.
if you
Hi,
see
Ash.
us.
Yeah,
Uh,
my
so
brother.
let's talk a little bit about him. He's
So
a
my
doctor.
brother, I am so proud of my brother, my younger brother, 2 years younger than me. He's a triple board certified physician, and
Wonderful.
very, very proud of him. So
Yes.
he's a medical doctor where I
Yes.
practice holistic, but we do work side by side together,
Right.
collaboratively, because again, he is from India originally. But he focuses on many different aspects of medicine. You know, he was. I could go on and on about
a
my
lot of
brother.
accolades.
He's a lot of
Ash.
accolades. Yeah, I don't even really know where to begin because that could take like a whole another segment,
Right.
to be honest with
Well, that's
you.
wonderful.
Maybe we'll have him as a guest sometime.
I think
Ash.
it would
You
be
have to come up
wonderful.
and be our guest on-
He really focuses, you know, on the mental health
Right.
aspects of and substance abuse.
Right.
And as you know, Jim, my family's owned many businesses
Yes.
in this industry, in the field of mental health and aging for
Yes.
at least 40 plus years.
Yes.
Pioneers
That's how I met them
Mhm.
through the businesses. But we've become such close friends over the years.
Aw, yeah, really have
It means
been.
so much. It's very heartwarming.
Yeah,
Yes.
like family for
Yes.
real.
That's so wonderful.
Yeah.
As Jim was telling me, I said, "My goodness, I can hardly wait to meet you."
Yeah, thank you. No, I'm grateful for my upbringing and my parents, of course, and you, Jim, of course, and now you,
Aw.
Deb.
Thank
But
you.
just grateful. My brother and I are very fortunate to be exposed to this type of
Yes.
wonderful lifestyle, to be honest with you.
And-
Who knew?
At a very young age,
Very
which is
And I'd like to
wonderful.
recognize Ash's wife, Claudia,
Oh
Hi,
yes,
Claudia.
Claudia.
and their 2 children.
Yes.
Speak about them.
Yes, so my sister-in-law Claudia, who is an attorney, but she's basically devoted herself completely to the business or my brother's practice, and
And
they've
the
just
family.
done wonderful for
Right.
the community at large and
Because
beyond.
they sincerely care about people.
Sincerely
that's
care
really
about
what it is.
people.
See that, it comes through.
And my nephews, they're adorable. I love them to death. They're this.
What are their ages now?
John is well, I gotta remember.
I
'cause
haven't seen them in quite a while.
He is. Oh my gosh, he's 13.
Okay.
He's 13 because he and Ronnie, my youngest, is 12, almost 13. They're born the same year, but
Wow.
Ronnie is born in December and John is born in January of that
Okay.
year. So technically a year apart, but in
Right.
the same
It's a
year.
yes.
So, but he's 13, and both. You think Ronnie, my youngest, is 12 and she's 5'8".
She's adorable.
She's
too.
5'8",
Aw.
and John is taller than her. He's almost like pushing.
5'8"?
Yes, and my
Wow.
nephew's almost like 5'10", probably pushing
So she's
6.
still growing. Too.
Yeah, growing.
Wow.
Yes, so very, very much. And then my youngest nephew, Josh, he's a. I had to laugh because I love him. He's full of excitement and a ball
Yes.
of laughter, and he's got such a magnetic and charismatic personality.
Aw.
He is. He's 9. He'll be 9.
9.
He'll be 9. Will he be 9? My goodness, I think so. He'll be 9. I can't keep up. And then, of course, my older daughter, Yasmin, she's at the University of Florida.
Yes.
A sophomore.
Congratulations. She
Thank
told me
you.
she's going to change her major to biology. I'm
Yes,
so excited.
she's trying to get away from anything medicine, but she's kind of stuck in it. She's like,
She's
"You
kind
can't."
of, I can't get away from him. Stuck there.
She'll be
That's
20.
a wonderful thing to be in the
Yeah.
middle of. Are you kidding?
And
Thank
what's
you.
Ronnie's interests?
Ronnie, she was doing pre-medical sciences, believe it or not,
Wow.
in middle school, but now she really wants to be a Bollywood actress.
Okay.
And I
She
could actually
be.
see.
Yes, very attractive.
She wants to be a Bollywood actress, and for many reasons.
Yes.
She loves even though, as you know, my ex-husband Andy, he and I get along great. He's not from India.
Right.
However, he's become Indian in
Right.
many ways. But Ronnie has been raised almost like she feels like a typical
Right.
Indian.
Part of the culture.
Yeah,
right.
like she knows more about Indian film and their actor and actresses more than even me.
Wow.
So she impresses me every single day. But she's dynamic personality as well. She's
Yes.
got a lot of great energy. And, my kids are multicultural. I mean, actually, my brother's kids are too because
Yes.
my sister-in-law, Claudia, is Dominican.
Right.
So we have a very, very eclectic, culturally
Wonderful.
diverse
Family.
family. Yes. And honestly, we're so close knit.
Right.
What we focus on more than anything, besides our own family members, is when we have downtime, is just enjoying life with each other as best as we can.
And
Because
that
I
is
love
so
that because
important.
Krupa posts those photos too, so I get to keep up even though I don't get to see the family that
Yeah.
much. I get to share it on Facebook,
Yeah,
which I love.
yeah. No, it's nice, and then I try so diligently to take some downtime for myself because I
You
think
should.
You
part of
have to.
Ayurvedic
Should.
medicine, I can't preach it and not practice.
Sure.
Practice.
So a couple of areas that Krupa specializes in is sleep issues, so I wanted to mention that. Mental focus, digestive
Okay.
issues, I mean, basically everything we experience. Side effects of medications, I think that's so important because our society tends to rely too much on medication when we should be focusing on herbs and spices and natural remedies
Roots
instead
and
of
remedies.
instead of medications. Anxiety and depression
Mhm.
are issues to help. Weight loss, lack of energy, and grief and loss because we all
Yeah.
experience grief.
Yes.
Sure.
And it's so important to have someone that can counsel us in that area too.
Thank you. Yes, I think it's really important to, first of all, I appreciate you sharing all that. That's definitely a lot of things that I do focus on, and we're really just full service.
Right.
So if there's anything that you need, just definitely feel free to just reach out to Roots and Remedies. And I mean, this is what we are. This is what we're all about: is
Right.
helping people to stay balanced in a very holistic and natural way.
You've
So.
all heard it from Krupa herself.
Now,
And
I can't go any further because everyone knows that I love Marie Pinchmit
Every
and this
show.
book. So I just wanted to read something that's pertinent on this topic,
Inspirational.
having
Love
to
it.
do with mental health. Okay, This is part of an essay that Marie wrote called Mental Health in the New Year. I attempt to limit the amount of negativity I allow to invade my life without burying my head in the sand. Painting and writing help me do that. To stay healthy in mind and spirit, I fill my days with happy thoughts, which is so important.
Oh, yeah.
Love my fellow man as much as possible and show generosity for those who cannot help themselves. I find my joy in the surprises along the way. I find joy in nature, creativity, and in people who bring a sense of lightness and laughter into my life. Laughter really is the best medicine. It can bring me out of my lowest doldrums. That feeling cannot be put in a pill in some pharmaceutical laboratory for me to swallow. But we shouldn't be just receivers of goodwill and laughter. We should pass it on to others.
Yes.
Wonderful.
Thank you, Maria. I love
Marie,
those thoughts.
I think that's wonderful. Manifestation of positive energy is absolutely important.
It is.
I think that, first of all, that was beautiful. I mean,
Thank
it
you.
actually
Yes.
touched me in a way that was like, wow.
Beautiful way to
Powerful.
start the day.
Marie,
It was
Yes.
powerful.
every segment that Jim speaks of every week has got some
This book
type
has
of
beautiful
powerful
essays
energy.
and poems, so I like to
Yes.
highlight the topics. Every topic she covers in
Oh, I
in
think
this
that's
book,
wonderful.
yes.
That's wonderful, most definitely. But I agree with everything in there. You know, manifestation of positive energy is absolutely important. You know, and when we, and you did mention about the like medication.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
Perfect.
Right.
Perfect for today's
Unbelievable.
show.
So we thank you for joining us, Krupa.
Thank you for
The
having
time went
me.
by so
Thank
fast.
you so much. It's a pleasure meeting you.
Thank
Maybe
I'm
we'll bring
so
you back
glad.
again because it went so fast.
I would love to be back whenever you want me to be. I'm grateful. Thank
Oh,
you.
thank you. And
Thank
believe-
you.
We will be calling on you
Okay.
quite a bit.
I love it. Thank
We
you.
always like to end our show with "What a Difference a
Today
Day
makes. So
Makes."
we're going to
And
sing
gonna
out. If you want to
sing it
join us,
together.
you can. What a difference a
today
day makes. 24 little hours brought the sun and the flowers where there used to be rain. What a difference a day makes. And Krupa.
And Krupa is it.
And the difference
What a
is you.
difference is
and
you and you and you.
Oh,
All
thank
of
you
us.
guys.
You better
Thank you.
believe you make a difference. Thank you for making a difference in our life.
Thank you
Krupa.
very
much for
having
And
me.
for being here. We love you. We really do.
Love
and
you
we
guys
love
too.
you.
Remember to
Mwah.
keep your
Always
horizons
keep your horizons
bright.
bright. And we'll see you soon. We'll see you next week.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.